to Fairway Sports World in Natick, Massachusetts for the American Car Care Center's $30,000 Candlepin Challenge, brought to you by the International Candlepin Bowling Association in conjunction with AT&T Broadband. Hello folks, I'm Philip Burton alongside Dan Murphy. Dan, we have a couple of new faces for our challenges this week, but our champion Richie Bober is back. We'll get to him in just a few minutes, but first, why don't you tell us about today's format and our point system?
Okay, that quick-hitting challenges match, a one-game match. Winner of that one game, of course, goes on into the championship round, which is a two-game match. And, of course, the winner of that comes back next week to try to defend his championship, as is Rich Bober this week. And, of course, they're all trying to get into that final show. And to get into that final show, you must be one of the top 3 point getters. You can accumulate points in that championship match only, the two-game match, for spares, for strikes, for combinations of spares and strikes, and of course the big one, 750 points for winning that championship match.
And like I said, we have a couple of newcomers for our challenges this week, Kevin Davis and Rich Clark.
Right, Rich Clark out of the Park Place lanes in Wyndham. He'll be taking on Kevin Davis out of the Lakeside lanes in Manchester, New Hampshire. His roll-off score, 715.
And the winner of those two will be taking on Richie Bober. The last time he was here, he threw up 9 marks to defeat Eric Young, 243 to 238. In an incredible match. We'll see in a few moments who's going to be taking on Richie Bober in our championship match when we return, because right now we have to take a break, and we'll be back with the start of the American Car Care Center's $30,000 Candlepin Challenge right here on AT&T 3.
What can you do at vhix.com in 30 seconds or less? Find a car by make, find a car by type, find a car by price. Find out if the car you're thinking about buying is a lemon. Get a credit check, get pre-approved, and get ready to buy. Compare vehicles, compare features, compare prices. Get insurance quotes, crash and safety test results, and much, much more. vhix.com. It's your roadmap to the automotive world.
One team. Boston Bruins hockey. One ticket. Nesson. Every game. Home of the Boston Bruins. Now, more than ever, Nesson is your Bruins season ticket with every game. And a new expanded post-game show, Overtime. This spring, it gets even better. 125 Red Sox games. Every game. One ticket. Nesson.
Harvard Crimson takes on the Huskies from Northeastern live Saturday, October 19th at 1 p.m. on AT&T 3, New England's TV superstation.
The right choice for all the right reasons.
Here are 5 great reasons to choose your American Car Care Center for service for your car or truck. And here's one more. Our expert service comes with the exclusive coast-to-coast service warranty that covers your alignment, brakes, shocks, struts, and more. Honored from coast to coast at over 1,000 locations nationwide.
The right choice, American Car Care Center.
We care about your safety. Visit us today.
Welcome back to Fairway Sports World in Natick, Massachusetts for the American Car Care Center's $30,000 Candlepin Challenge. And starting us off will be Rich Clark III.
Richie, the southpaw again. We've had a number of southpaws in the first 2 weeks of the season.
Starts off dropping 6, leaving the 1, 3, 8, and 10. Rich bowls out of Pork Place. You ever been there, Dan? Now these guys used to bowl at your lanes as well. I'm sorry, this Park Place. All right, Rich Clark, 10 balls. Now Rich up in lane 29. Excuse me. And now he leaves the 4 horsemen to the left, the 1, 2, 4, and 7. Rich has a high single of 195. All right, he finds the 1-2, but he still leaves the 4 and 7.
Both bowlers qualified legal lanes in Nashville. Rich, 667.
Yeah, and that's 2 for Rich Clark. He has 18 after 2 now. Kevin Davis up in lane 28. Kevin averages a 132 as he downs 8 there. And they're still falling. That's 9. I stand corrected. Leaving just the 3-pin.
Spare up in the first.
All right, big mark for Kevin Davis. Marking early.
Well, that's what you have to do in this format if you follow the show. This is a tough format, be one game. And you got to have it. No chance for making adjustments. Full on the head pin, just 5.
All right, he leaves the spread eagle minus the 10-pin. And he eliminates the 4 and 7.
The early lead against Rich Clark.
Yeah. Kevin has a high single of 201. All right, 8 box for Kevin. And after 2, he's at 23. He leads Rich by 5, and Rich will be looking to cut into that lead.
Rich is married. Wife's name is Cindy, and daughter Lauren, and son Brandon. Half Worcester left. Yeah, you caught it.
Taking down the 2 and 8. Plenty more to go, though. Hits the head pin right on that one.
Leaves himself to 9-10.
That's a tough get.
Yeah, and the wood's rolling in to give him some help.
Yeah, it's rolling right in front of the 9. It's actually it's drifting away now. Rich just waiting for this wood to settle.
He's debating whether or not he should just go and take either the 9 or 10 or play the wood and maybe take both of them. If it was a spare, if you're shooting for a spare, there'd be no question he would be going for the wood.
Right, but right now the wood's kind of quite a distance from the 9.
Yeah, but it's still got a nice angle. I think he might, yeah.
He's using it.
Yeah,
all right, he takes away the 9 and leaves the 10.
27 after 3, looking for his first mark.
All right, now up in lane 29. Rich has a high triple of 473. Oh, right on the head pin right there.
Watch out, coming forward.
It ends up being a strike. Incredible. They fall late. I think Rich is a little disbelief himself. We have wood coming our way.
And Earl will run down and retrieve that.
That was a beautiful strike, though. We'll see it here on the replay.
Well, he leaves himself the 2 and the 4. The wood, you know, the 4-pin has got a chance to go, and luckily it fell forward for Rich and cleared out the 2-pin as well for the strike.
All right, Kevin now looking to answer with a mark of his own. All right, he leaves the 136 plus the 7-pin out in left field. Incredible spare for Kevin. Nice mark for him as he marks up in the 3rd.
Played it on the inside. Watch the ball go down and take out the, well, no, the ball missed it. A piece of wood came over and got the 7-pin. Stand corrected there, but needless to say, it was still a great shot.
I'll tell you what, these two gentlemen seem really relaxed coming into this, don't they?
They got the personality of that. They kind of carefree, both of them.
All right, Kevin now with the 3, 6, 10 on the right plus the 4. Oh, nice
try.
Shot. 3, 6, 10 are gone now.
He's going to have a 12-pin advantage at least for a while until Rich fills this strike.
All right, and Kevin is at 49 after 4. Rich now looking for a decent fill. I'd say that's a nice fill. Takes
Yes,
down 8.
kinda
Tough
what you
split,
said.
but a great fill.
With that wood, he's got a makeable spare. I think anywhere around that red line, he's got a spare.
All right, it's the 4 and 10. He's after. And he gets it.
Nicely done.
You called it, Dan. Put it exactly where you told him to.
Climbs to within 2 pins. And you see the replay. What makes Candlepin unique when you can use the wood to clear out other pins to make what seems to be great shots.
Yeah.
Right back in the pocket, he'll have to pull off another one. The 7, 8.
6, 8, and 9.
Actually, it's an 8, 9, and 10.
8, 9, and 10. I'm
The
sorry.
back row. Minus the 7 pin. It's a good fill on the spare, though. He's going to try to get the wood and the 10 pin at the same time. Oh,
Eliminates
almost.
the 9 and the 8, but leaves the 10. All right, 10 bucks for Rich Clark. After 6, he is at 74. All right, Kevin Davis looking for another mark here. Kevin has a high triple of 483 and a high 5 of 782.
Oh,
And a
big
big
strike.
strike for Kevin.
It's the one thing I remember about Kevin when he used to bowl at my place is that he threw some of the quickest strikes I've ever seen. Right here, he scrambles the candlesticks there for his first strike of the match. Looking for 2, off target that time.
He's off a little bit to the left and leaves the cluster to the right. Right on the head. It didn't work for him. He left the diamond right now.
Yeah, a little light in the head pin that time. Took out the head pin and didn't do a lot of damage on the rest of them.
He's got the 3, 5, 6, and 9.
There's 3 marks, all on lane 28, the left-hand lane.
I guess that's his favorite lane,
Yeah.
huh?
10 bucks, 75. Leading by just the pin now. Over Rich Clark. Rich Clark is the manager of Clark Farms in Bedford, New Hampshire.
All right, leaving another diamond. He's got the 3, 5, 6, and 9.
Always a tough shot with a sleeper in the back.
Yeah, it's not going to get it. You got the 3 and 5 are still standing.
That might
10
have-
bucks.
Might have been 184 through 7. Ooh, he wants the
Rich
10
stomping
pin.
his feet so they'll fall.
Yeah, he wanted the 6 pin and the 10 to go. He got the 6 to
He
go
got
with
the
that
6, maybe
foot
with that
stomping.
stomp.
Yeah.
All right, he's got the 2, 4, 7, and 10. Plus some wood to play with in between.
Looks to me like you'd have to try to split him. Wow, that was catching the wood up top, catching the wood. The wall or the ball caromed off the piece of wood into the 2, 4, and 7. Good shot by Rich.
Yeah, he was psyched about that one. He had the old tiger pump.
There you see the replay. Very nicely done. Rich, Kevin Davis now. His favorite lane.
Tell you what, these guys are leaving up some serious diamonds, aren't they?
Yeah, well,
3, 5, 6, and 9 again.
if the streak is to continue, you get a spare in the 1st, 3rd, 5th. He's going to have to convert this for another mark. Oh, that close.
Just misses, leaving just the 9.
That close. Well, he's-
Now, do you get around this wood, Dan?
yeah, he's got a clear shot. Our angle looks like the wood might be in play, but I'm sure he's going to shoot right at the pin.
Oh,
And,
use the wood,
click the
actually.
wood.
Yeah, and click the wood while
This
he's
is
at
a
it.
bad angle.
Well, he gets the wood nonetheless.
He did have a clear shot at it, but he decided to do a little trickery.
Yeah, and Kevin is at 85 after 7.
Make Dan look bad. I think that's what he wanted to do. All right, he's got some work to here. 3, 6, and the 4 pin on the opposite side, trying to split the 3 and the 6, or inside of the 3 and have the 2 come off the wall. Oh, he's trying to split. Nice try.
Leaves just the 4. That's a tough attempt, though.
Yeah, it's very difficult. That particular split. gets the 10 pin,
10
not
bucks.
leaving many pins standing. Just 2. He had an 8 box in the second frame. Everything else has been 10 or a mark.
And now Rich Clark is looking for a huge fill on this because as of right now, it's very close.
Yeah, he's 1 down right now, but he'll regain the lead with anything over 1 on the spare. And of course, that pivotal box, that 8th box, very important. Well,
Oh,
he's going to
half
grab the
Worcester
lead, but
left.
just by 1. He's going to remember that.
Yeah, that was an important
Yep.
ball right there.
Oh, came right back on the inside, hoping for the spare. Took out the head pin and the 4 pin, and left everything else. Doesn't want a bad frame here.
There you go.
Not
So
bad.
8 box. I think he'll take that. 104 after
Okay.
9.
Definitely wants to throw a mark up. Otherwise, Kevin Davis will have a chance to beat him without having to mark the last two boxes.
Oh, wow, that's tough.
See.
The 4 is shaking.
Now, with the
No.
wood, he's going to have a chance. He's going to have a chance with the wood.
He's got the 4, 7, and 10.
Probably wants to come high in the wood, and it'll snap toward the 10. The problem might be if clearing out the 7 pin. Not quite high enough, I think. Well, this is an important pin. If he gets this, Kevin would need 2 10 boxes to win. So, almost like forcing him to mark. He did his job.
114.
Kevin is at a
Rich Clark.
115 clip right now. 2 10 boxes, 19 to tie, 20 to win.
And the match has come down to the last 2 boxes.
Remember, if we ended a tie, each bowler will bowl 2 frames like it was the last 2 of the frame, of the game, I should say. So they would go up on 28, 29. If they get a mark on 29, they would just fill it and sit down, just like it was the last box. And we'll do that until the tie is broken.
All right, leaving just the king.
These are all big pins. He needs this
Yeah, he
pin,
needs
so
this pin.
yeah, so he doesn't have to throw a mark.
All right, he gets it too.
Half of it
105 after 9.
All right, 9 to tie, 10 to win.
You see Rich Clark there
Kind of a
looking on.
helpless look, right?
There's nothing he can do about it.
No defense in bowling. Oh, gets a 7 pin to go.
It's a 7. So
There's
now
there's the tie.
this is for the win.
This will be the mark and the win.
All right, that's finished
Nicely
it.
done. 115 in the ball. So Kevin Davis has now earned the right to take on our champion, Richie Bober, in that championship match. And
Richie's always fun to watch. I tell you,
Yep.
he throws up some serious marks when he needs to, right in the clutch.
oh boy.
Wow, what a way to end it, huh?
Yeah, we want to save some of those.
I know. Kevin Davis ending it with a boom, 125 to 114. Mr. Davis will advance. We'll see him in just a few minutes when he challenges or takes on our Richie Bober, our current champion, right after these messages.
Hi, I'm Kim Pope with an easy way to clean and freshen your dry clean only and special care clothes right at home. It's Dryel. Watch Dryel work its magic on the smoke-covered sequin dress, the sweater engulfed in greasy food odors, and this makeup-stained cashmere top. Remove stains with Dryel Stain Remover. Then load the bag with the Dryel cloth and zip it. Put it in the dryer to steam it. The moist cleansing cloth creates a gentle steam cleaning environment inside the bag, so it works without damaging chemicals or shrinking and fading. Then take the clothing and hang it. See? They're fresh, clean, and beautiful as ever.
Order the Dryel sample kit and you can clean and freshen up to 12 garments for only $6.95 or about 60 cents a garment.
Use Dryel for wool pants, cotton sweaters, even cashmere.
Dryel is available in stores or order the Dryel sample kit for up to 12 garments for only $6.95. Try it today.
To catch the world's most dangerous criminals, you can't just think like one.
Who the hell are you anyway?
I'm in security.
You gotta be one. Meet a new kind of crime fighter. The bad guys. From the legendary action director comes the thrilling new television series, John Woo's Once a Thief.
On AT&T3, New England's TV superstation.
Welcome back to Fairway Sports World in Natick, Massachusetts for the American Car Care Center's $30,000 Candlepin Challenge. And getting us starting us off in our championship match is Richie Bober.
Our reigning champ. Trying to make it 2 in a row this week.
Yeah, he had an excellent performance last week.
Wants that 6-pin to go, but it's not going to.
He bowled a 243 last week. An impressive showing.
2, 4, and 6. Either inside, snap it off the wall, or try to split the 2. Almost.
All right, 9 box for Richie Bober. Now, Rich got off to a fast start last week, with a couple of marks. This week, it's a 9 box.
You're absolutely right. Good memory, Phil. Start off spare 8, spare 4 against Eric Young.
Yeah, he's got the 2, 7, and 8. Got some wood to play with. He's just waiting for that wood to settle down there.
Wants to go low on the wood, maybe catch the wood and the 2-pin at the same time. Oh, got to catch the wood. That would have helped him with the 8-pin if he could have caught some of that wood.
Back there, yep.
Wood might have come off the right sidewall for the 8. And a 10
All right,
box.
Bober with a 10 box after 2. He is at 19. And now Kevin Davis steps up to lane 23.
Another interesting note from last week, too. He grabbed the lead, lost the lead, grabbed it back, lost it, and then came back a second time on Eric Young. So
And
you
that
know
was
the
a
pressure.
Fantastic showing by both bowlers. It was incredible.
So
Eric Young.
Pressure doesn't bother him. He
No.
seems to keep coming at you.
He's what?
Kevin Davis, though, drops 9, leaves the 8-pin. Piece of wood next to it. Doesn't want to cap it. No.
All right.
Enough. Spare
Kevin.
first. And 50 points.
Off to a great start.
Last week being our first week of the new season, Rich Bober is leading with the points at 1,200.
All right, they're still falling for Kevin. They're still falling for Kevin. And he leaves the head plus the 7.
Piece of wood to the right of the head pin. I'm not so sure that he might play that and sweep everything that way. I think it would cover. As long as he's above the red line, maybe right on the red line. You don't want to turn it too much. No.
Right on the head, but he misses the 7 pin. So he's looking for a 10 box here. All right, and a 10 box it is.
And a quick 9-pin advantage for our challenger, Kevin Davis.
Richie Bober looking for his mark, and it really doesn't take him long to do so. Like I was saying.
That's right. Drops 9, leaves the 5-pin, a nice piece of wood out in front. Remember, if you're around Kingston, Massachusetts, next Sunday, we'll be taping 4 shows at the Alley Cat Lanes in Kingston. Come on down and join us. See the bowling live.
All right, spare for Rich Bober in the 3rd. And now in lane 29. Looking for a fill. All right, half Worcester left. Not a big fill. Just taking out the 2 and the 8. I know he wanted more than that. All right, now chopping down the 1 and 5. And 9. So he's got the 3, 6, 10 plus the 4 and 7.
Hey, Kevin Davis is bowling for Rita Harris from Manchester, New Hampshire. And Rich Bober will be bowling for
Kevin Davis with a 7 box.
Can't quite read that name. I'll get that name for you in just a second. Somebody in the audience.
Kevin dropping 6. He leaves the 1, 6, 7, and 10.
Skip Polyvian from Lakeville, Massachusetts, is Rich Bober's partner.
All right, just the 7-pin denies him. So it's a 9-box for Kevin. And he is at 37 after 3. Looking good, Kevin, looking good.
4 fell into the 2, left himself just a 6-pin. And let's see if that wood is favorable.
That looks like a tough angle.
Yeah, it looks like it might come off the right sidewall if he doesn't come high enough to turn it and drive it back.
Going for the strike.
Yes,
He gets it.
off the wall it came for the spare. His second of the match, 100 points now. Benefit of those 2 spares, first and fourth frames. There you see him.
And now Richie Bober is looking for his second spare of the match.
Oh, what a weird leave that is.
Sure is. He's got the diamond plus the 4-7.
And he was in the 1-2 pocket that time. That is really
tough.
strange.
Just taking out the 5. So now you're going after the 3-6-9?
Yes. And just 2-7. Yeah, 2-7 boxes, the last two frames. You know, Kevin Davis has a chance to really take command right now at 47 plus a ball. Already up by 9 plus this ball. I'm sorry, this is still Richie up there. Richie wants to put a mark up and give Kevin something to think about. 5-10, not going to be an easy one. What most people don't realize, that 5-pin is actually 4 or 5 inches in front of the 10-pin toward the bowler.
So
yeah, right. you could actually cut it over there, but it's not an easy shot.
All right, now Richie going for that 10-pin for a 10 box. Misses it just to the left. And it's going to be 54 after 6 for Rich Bober.
Now Kevin Davis will fill that spare in the 4th. With 1. Wow, here we go. You know, we just,
saw that last week.
That's right. We don't see that happen very often. We've had it happen twice in 2 weeks.
Just kind of chipping away at them right now.
Instead of taking command of the match, he kept it within striking distance of Rich Bober, especially if he has a bad frame here. And it's a 6.
Yeah, disappointing 6 box for Kevin Davis.
So the lead is just 9.
Which Richie can make up in a heartbeat.
Yes, he's shown us he can do that. Let's see if that bothers Kevin after throwing the 1. I guess not.
No,
right back with a strike.
So, folks, on that note, we'll have to take a break, and we'll be back with more, including Kevin's fill on this strike in just a few moments.
The right choice for all the right reasons.
Here are 5 great reasons to choose your American Car Care Center for service for your car or truck. And here's one more. Our expert service comes with the exclusive coast-to-coast service warranty that covers your alignment, brakes, shocks, struts, and more. Honored from coast to coast at over 1,000 locations nationwide.
The right choice, American Car Care Center.
We care about your safety.
Fun again. You'll find it at your local Candlepin Bowling Center. That's where you'll find plenty of parties and good times.
Let's go. Good times roll.
All right, welcome back, folks. You're looking at Richie Bober, our current champion, trying to cut into Kevin Davis's lead. He's up by 10, plus a huge fill on his strike, or the potential huge fill. Right now, Richie Bober downs 4, actually, or 5 rather. Plus he has the 4 horsemen to the right, plus the 8th.
Richie is trying to find his mark right now. Kind of missing the head pin with the first ball. And Not hitting the object pin with the second. And another 7 box. It's 3 sevens in the last 4 boxes,
which is hurting him.
Yes, we're going to leave that many pins standing.
Although Kevin Davis has not been taking advantage of his fills, you know, of his marks. Last time he just knocked down 1, just the 2-pin.
Yeah, it's on the head pin that time. Let's see.
All right, he's got the 3, 5, and 6.
Boy, wood is close enough to give him trouble, or close enough so he could play the wood if he wanted to.
Oh, he's going now.
No, he's in between.
Yeah, that's tough. He's got the 3 and 6. And at what point does this start to become frustrating?
Anytime now. No,
he's coming up with 7 and 8s.
Yeah.
Right now he's at 70 after 8.
What is more important, he realized that he's just out of sync right now. He's not hitting the head pin with the first ball, and he's not giving himself a good chance of making spares. So he's just got to suck it up and regroup and concentrate on hitting that head pin with the first ball.
Oh, big fill here. He downs 9. Kevin Davis does on his strike.
Chance to go spare on strike and another 50 points. He's already at 200. Make it 250 and sets himself up for that bonus.
Back-to-back marks. That's huge.
He can throw another mark here, spare or strike. He'll get the value of that mark plus a 100-point bonus. Looks pretty good.
Looks real good.
9
Downing 9 leaves only the 6. Davis starting to run away with it.
Well, let's make it look easy right now. And spare again, and the 100-point bonus plus the 50 for the spare. He's going to get some serious points here in the first game.
All right, Rich still looking for his second mark.
Oh, good break there when the 9-pin went down.
Got the 4 and 7. This could be it right here for him.
Well, he's got to negotiate that wood out in front. From my angle, looks like it might give him some problems, but he wants to avoid it if he can. He does. Sparing the 9th, much needed. And right now, he's just got to throw a big fill and try to get another mark, and then hope Kevin slows down a little bit.
Yeah, because Kevin is really starting to heat up here. 3 marks in a row. He's off to the right, leaving the 4 horsemen. Minus the 4-pin.
No, he's got the 1, 2, and 7 makeable spare on the head pin. He got to avoid probably trying to split the 1 and the 2 because he could hit that wood and could cost him the 2-pin. Yeah, it did.
Called it.
It did. So close to making 2 marks in a row.
Yeah, and he needed those back-to-back marks.
Right.
All right, he finishes up with a 97.
Now let's see if Kevin can keep the streak alive. Remember, every mark he throws now is a 100-point bonus plus the value of that mark. He could really set up a good score. Well, off target just 6, 109.
He's got the 1, 2, 8, and 10.
Well up in the match right now. Okay, the streak stops at 3.
All right, everything but the 10. So a 9-box for Kevin Davis as he is on cruise control.
Certainly is, leading by 31. But you know, anything can happen. You know,
just waiting for Richie to get hot.
If you remember the name of Scott Creighton, you know anything can happen.
That's the truth.
He had some of the most remarkable comebacks 3 weeks in a row
It was
last
unreal.
season. Yeah.
Unreal.
I remember 2 of them. He was down 32 pins. He came roaring back. He was down 28 pins. Came roaring back. And I think it was 24 he was down and he came back. So you just never know.
All right, Kevin Davis with a 128. He'll take game 1. 128 to 97, but we'll be back for game 2 in just a few moments. Welcome back, folks, to Fairway Sports World. And we have our total point system going on.
Okay, there you go. 400 points for Kevin Davis because of the 4 spares and a strike, and 100 points for our champ Rich Bober, 2 spares. So there you have it, and trailing by what is it, 29?
Yeah. All right, and Kevin's going to get us starting in game 2.
31. I wasn't a math teacher. I was a teacher one time, and not a math teacher.
Not a math teacher, huh?
31.
All right, he's got the 3, 5, and 9. I'll tell you what, Kevin really took it to Rich in the first game. Threw up some serious marks.
Got it.
Looking for his first mark of the second game, but is not going to get it. And now for the 10. He collects it. All right, 10 in the first.
No, 31 pins is a lot of pins.
Yeah, it is.
And if Rich doesn't start off quickly, Kevin's focus is going to be more toward his points. He has a real good chance of setting or getting the lead in points for the season, and also putting a big point total up there if he can get some marks.
Well, last week, Richie collected 1,200 points, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
So, you know. All right, Kevin now with the 3, 6, and 10 plus the 7. Now, last year, though, the highest point getter was 2350.
Yes, that was Dave Dupree.
That's right.
Right here at Fairway Sports World.
Absolutely.
Yep.
What a day he had, huh?
Oh, boy.
I mean, it was mark after mark after mark after mark.
Threw 9 consecutive marks in that game, and boy, you got a lot of bonus points there.
And he threw it relatively early in the season, but no one could catch him.
It's true. It's true. Det Klein had a chance at it. Det Klein came back, and he ended up second. And Det Klein is going to be joining us, I believe, next week.
Well, I'll tell you what, Det can put quite a run together himself. He's on several shows.
And he had some great totals. So some exciting bowling coming up in the next few weeks.
Yeah. Okay, Richie Bober with the 4 and 7.
Make it 10.
10 bucks. But Rich needs some marks now.
Yeah, he needs a mark right away. At least make a run at Kevin, so Kevin has something to think about. Right now, Kevin is going through the motions with a 31-pin lead. And sometimes you have a tendency to sit on it. You can't turn it on and off in this game. So.
All right, he's got the spread eagle minus the 3.
I would always try to tell myself I had a big lead that I didn't have it. Like I had to beat him by another 10. You just try to keep it sharp, right?
But 31 points is a long way to come back.
Well, you got to figure that's probably 4 good marks, more than your opponent. So in 10 boxes now, that doesn't leave much room for error.
All right, he leaves 6-10 to the right. You see him coming off there, Richie Bober just shaking his head because he's been getting these 7s and these 8s, and he knows he needs marks at this point. Meanwhile, Kevin Davis.
Flush in the head pin, spread eagle plus the 8 pin.
Yeah, the 8 sleeping back there. That looks like a solid ball, though. You know, he's right on.
Just off a quarter of an inch one way or another. It might have been a 9-pin drop or a strike. You never know.
Yeah.
Good effort there in the spare, though. If that 6-pin fell, and who knows, with the wood in between, might have cleared out the other 3.
All right, he leaves 2.
28. Both bowlers looking for their first mark this second game. Remember, next Sunday, Alley Cat Lanes, Kingston, Massachusetts. Be there or be square. Is that what they say?
That's what they say. I think
All
that's
right.
the same. It's kind of an old thing.
Yeah, it is. Well, me and Freddie Flintstone used to hang out together. So we know those things. 2, 9, 10. Makeable spare with the wood.
Just the 9 and 10. And a roadblock.
I got a letter over the summer wanting to know why we weren't giving away $30,000 because that's what the show is named.
Yep.
We are giving away more than $30,000 over the total over the course of the weeks. $200 for the winner, $100 runner-up, $50 for the loser in the challengers match. So we are giving away away, I believe it's 31,000.
Right, but the last show we're giving away 15.
That's
so,
right, and that's what they're really looking for. That's the biggest payday, single payday ever in Candlepin, 15 grand.
Boba with the 4 horsemen to the left takes out the 2 and 4, leaves the 1 and 7.
And rumor has it last year's winner, Dave Dupree, is on some island someplace.
In the sunshine?
All right, if he wins the roll-off, though, I'll find him.
I tell you.
I'd like to see Dave back. That would be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun. She's a joy to watch. All right, Rich, looking for that first mark. Is it gonna go?
It's just not gonna happen for him.
Yeah, he's struggling.
That was a great ball in the 1-3 pocket. Leaves himself the 8-10. A couple pieces of wood, but
You know, he's standing there right now with his hands on his hips. He's like, what is going on?
Yep. Let's see if he tries the wood and see if he gets any angry. No, wait a minute.
Little body. Yes! There it goes.
Spare in the 4th. Long time coming.
First mark.
First mark since the 9th frame of the last game, but only his 3rd mark overall. So, but it's
Still got a long way to go, though.
Something to build on.
It is something to build on.
Kevin,
All right.
Off the head pin. 4 horsemen left plus the 9. No wood to help him. Richie gets up, throws a strike on spare. There goes 10 of those pins immediately.
All right.
Good
He
try.
leaves just the 4-7. Plus a piece of wood to play with.
Kevin has gone now 5 frames in the second game without a mark. That goes to show you how Dave Dupree's 2,350
how remarkable
points.
that is.
That's right. Because it really takes consecutive marks in a game to really get those bonus points.
But it was ridiculous when he was doing it. It was strike, spare, strike, strike, spare. It was unreal.
He was in the zone.
He was in the zone.
Well, the 6 spin going to go? No. 2 and 6 left for Kevin. Difficult shot's got to do it all on his own. Try to cut the 2 on the left side into the 6. Got a chance, almost. But he's open again.
He's leaving the door open for
really
Rich
is.
Rober, but he's not taking the advantage of it right now.
If Rich was to go up and throw strike now,
well, he'd be right back in
match.
it. Yeah.
It's a whole new match.
And he needs that. He's looking for that.
But he wants to concentrate. Look, I want the head pin. If I punch through, get a spread eagle, so be it. But I want the head pin. Chances to keep me going.
Do those strikes, are they in the back of your mind saying, okay, you're going to have to strike, or
they have
just,
to be.
are you totally focused on the head pin?
Well, I try to be, but you can't help but thinking I really need a strike.
Right.
Now, he dropped a good drop of 8, however, not an easy spare leave now.
4 in the 10.
Yeah, 4 in the 10. A couple wood to the left, right. He's going to try to snap it. I think you had to get both pieces. I would have tried to catch that piece that's laying half in the channel there. If you hit the half that's on the lane, it's still good. And I think that might have been his best chance to make it 2 in a row.
All right,
so
another 10 bucks.
Well, he's got 8 of them back. He's down still by 22. Huh?
Like I said, though, the door is still open for him.
That's right. We said 4
Kevin
marks.
has yet to mark it all.
We said he needs 4 marks. He's got 1 of them. He's down now 3 marks. I just can't believe that Kevin's going to go through the whole game without a mark, though. That's the problem. You never know.
Rich was just off to the left on that one, just missing the head pin. All right, he downs 8.
Yeah, he's got the head pin and the 4 pin left, but no mark in these 2. Opportunity lost there.
Yeah. All right, folks, we have to take a break right now. Rich Rober trying to cut into this lead. He's down by 22. We'll see if he can do it when we come back.
Do you remember fun? Being a part of a gang of friends? If you miss being a part of a team, then sign up for League Candlepin Bowling for fun or competition. There's a league for everyone.
Let's go, good times roll. The right choice for all the right reasons.
Here are 5 5 great reasons to choose your American Car Care Center for tires for your car or truck. And here's one more. At your American Car Care Center, the price you see is the price you get. You never pay extra for mounting, balancing, or valve stems. Choose from our trusted brands Michelin, Uniroyal, BF Goodrich, and our own quality American Radio.
The right choice, American Car Care Center.
We care about your safety. Visit us today.
All right, welcome back, folks. That's Kevin Davis with a 22-pin lead over Rich Bober, our current champion. And he's looking to take that title away. All right, he dropped 7. He's got the 5, 6, and 10.
He's going to try that piece of wood on the right, I'm sure, and hopefully the ball will carry him off that into the 5, and maybe the wood take the 6-10. No, he's going to go way left. And it looked to me that lat pin was too deep to carry the 6-10. I think he had a better chance at playing over here. We'll never know.
Well, 10 box, another 10 box for Kevin. Still looking for his first mark. And he's at 67 after 7.
From going red hot to ice cold in a matter of a few boxes.
Well, but it doesn't seem to matter much because he still has a 22-point advantage. So,
and sometimes you get lulled into that and just, you know, you got the same zip on the ball or whatever. You change something, and all of a sudden it goes flat. You leave yourself these types of leads.
I guess nothing out of that one. All right, going after the 2-6.
9.
9 box.
76.
After 8. All right, Rich looking for his second mark. Needs it desperately. Right on the head. Dan, he was right on the head.
Yep, right straight through.
Leaves himself the spread eagle minus the 10. That's got to be frustrating because now when you're hitting the head and you're still coming up with spread eagles and such, it's difficult.
I think it eventually you think, this is not my day.
Yeah, you start talking to yourself.
Right. Oh boy, disappointing 6.
You see him walking off shaking his head. He knows.
I feel his pain. Been there, done this. Yes.
Well, hopefully not too many times. Oh.
No.
All right. Potential mark coming up with the 4-7.
You remember these times more than a lot of times you remember your wins. You know?
Yeah.
I remember getting spanked a few times. It's not a good feeling in front of the camera.
Now, Dan, I'm sure you never lost your composure.
Oh, no, I never lost my composure, but I bordered on embarrassing sometimes, you know.
All right, 82 after 8.
I'll tell you a quick story. I remember one time I was warming up before a TV match, and I was making everything. I was ready to go. For some reason, they had a delay, 15, 20 minutes. When the gun goes off, big strike by Kevin. I go out there and throw a whopping 82, and the fellow bowling against me bowls a 152.
Oh.
Hello.
Wow.
This is over.
Yeah, quickly.
Yes.
Was it over after 4?
Unfortunately, it wasn't a 2-game match. It was a 3-game match. I struggled through. I did keep it under 100, so Kevin missing the head pin on that strike. Comes right back with a spare. He finally woke up here in this second game. Another 150 points for him. Puts him at 550.
See that there on the replay.
And with that mark, he will take over the point lead from Rich Bober, who established 1,200 last week. But still, I don't think quite high enough to make the top 3. So you never know.
Just half was to left, just 2 on that.
And 108. And a 236 for a 2-game total.
Now Rich looking for something. They fall for him late.
Yeah, they'll all fall now.
I know, of course they will.
Mathematically,
I know.
it's eliminated, so.
Extra large.
Got the 1 and the 7.
Oh boy, just missing
the head.
There you are. No
All right, $9 for Rich, 92 after 9. It's been a tough day for Rich. You know, he's kind of missed a head pin all day.
He was just
He's
never
getting
in
7
sync.
and 8s.
Yeah, keep waiting for him to break out of it, but he just never got into sync.
Right. He's got the 3-5.
One of the rules on the show is they have to sit out a taping session, so we tape again next week. And so
There
Rich
goes his mark.
could get
Too
in
little,
the
too
roll
late,
off
though.
after that and come right back. You see Kevin take it
just
easy,
enjoying it.
laying back.
He knows he has it.
Got his first victory on the $30,000 Candlepin challenge. And leader in points.
All right.
Just a 205 this week for Rich Bober.
Yeah, because Kevin Davis takes it 236 to 205. We'll be talking to them in just a few minutes when we return. So please stay with us.
What can you do at VHIX.com in 30 seconds or less? Find a car by make, find a car by type, find a car by price. Find out if the car you're thinking about buying is a lemon. Get a credit check, get pre-approved, and get ready to buy. Compare vehicles, compare features, compare prices. Get insurance quotes, crash and safety test results, and much, much more. VHIX.com. It's your roadmap to the automotive world.
Ryan Family Amusements offers family fun for everyone. Just count the ways. 1. League and recreational bowling, both Candlepin and 10-pin. 2. Bumper bowling, where everyone scores. 3. Mystic Bowl, a state-of-the-art light and sound show for teens. 4. Birthday parties, fun for kids, easy for parents. 5. A game room filled with the newest, hottest games in town. 6. Skill games, win tickets to redeem for valuable prizes. 7. Pizza, beer, and wine at our snack bar. You can count on fun at Ryan Family Amusements.
I'm David O'Leary.
And I'm June Knight.
Here are some great movies coming up this month on AT&T Cable Spotlight.
Martin Lawrence, Danny DeVito. What's the worst that could happen?
He's the most convincing delusional I've ever come across.
You think I'm crazy?
Nicolas Cage, Penelope Cruz, Captain Corelli's mandolin.
The best that cable television has to offer on AT&T3, New England's TV superstation.
All right, welcome back, folks. Dan, a new week, a new champion. Kevin Davis is our new man as he defeats Rich Bober 236 to 205.
That's right. New champion, new point leader. Yeah, he was able to gather 1,300 points with those marks.
Rich had 1,200 last week.
That's correct. That's correct. So Richie now just bumped to second place, but Kevin kind of seemed in control most of the match. And I think the turning point was when he went strike, spear, spear late in the match, the 6th, 7th, and 8th game of frames. And from that on, he just didn't look back.
Right, I know. And in game 1, he had 5 marks. He threw up 5 marks right away, which really took him. He beat Bober by, was it 31 points in the first game. Let's bring him up right now. Rich, come on up. Tough one today, Rich. It was easy for you last week. You threw up the marks when you had to, but a tough one today.